The advanced version of Arkansas Traveler does get a little bit more involved than the basic version. We're adding some flair into the first couple of beats, and then we're working with some more rhythms here. A little bit more flair. But the main idea is the same, where we're still in 4/4, we're still starting on the pickup note, still in D major, and we still have the first and second ending. So it's the same basic piece, but we have some pretty fancy schmancy stuff in here. So the parts that I want you to work on the most are these sections of setting it in your fingers and taking your time, because it sounds that kind of thing, but this is a tagline that happens in a lot of different fiddles. So we want it ingrained in our fingers. The slower you take it and become more comfortable with the fingerings and the bowings, it'll help you out so much more. So take your time. 3, 2, 3, A, B, T, A, G, F, D, E, F, D, A. And so this A takes you back up to the front again, up to the top. So working that same way, first ending takes back to that first full measure. Then we take that second ending, and that F leads us into measure 10. A, F, G, G, E, F, E, F, D, E, A. And we can still do 1, 1. We don't have to mash. We don't have to put our first finger over top of the strings. But if you go faster and faster, it might be a good idea to do that. D, 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 E, 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 F, 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 E. So you might get a little bit choked up in this area because we have our 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. Now we got so used to doing 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Oh, here's how I have so happy, Mississippi hot dog. So happy, so happy, so happy. So I really like to use my numbers for that, and using my full bows. Whole, half, whole, half, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3. So this is kind of like this ending here that it's getting you pumped up to then do this pickup note leading you into 14, which is the next theme that we have that we're just repeating from 10. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, so tricky business right here, because we're not completely repeating this. And so that's trying to trick you a little bit, but it's going to help us with our bowing. To have this, if we have that extra 1, we wanted this 4 and right here to get a little bit more peppy for ending right here. So we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We like to start measures in fiddle with a lot of down bows so that we can have that natural downbeat, but sometimes we also want to accent that 2 and 4. So watch out for this change here. Make sure that you're doing that long bow right there. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3. Then it repeats back to 10, and then we're going to jump over that first ending and take it that second ending and lift off with a flare, because that's what makes the song so fun. All right, let's pluck through it. Once again, we're going to pluck through the whole thing just so that we can focus on just our fingers. And if I do it with you, you're more likely to do it for yourself. So I'll do it with you. Let's go. All right, we're starting on that upbeat, or that pickup note 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, D, D, E, 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 F, 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 1 and 2 and 3, 4, D, F, E, D, B, B, A, open D, A, 3, 2, 3, A, B, D, A, G, F, D, E, F, D, A. So make sure you're taking your time on that one. Then repeat. D, F, E, D, B, B. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1. Take your time on all these. Let it sing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And second ending. This leads us into the next part. A, F, G, G, E, F, E, F, D. 1, 1. Whole, half, half, whole. leads us into the next part. Long leads us in. First ending, repeat back to 10. 1, 1. Leads us in. Long leads us. Second ending. All right, so I think maybe we should take this on the slower side at 60 so that we can work this section out. Look at measure 7, D, C, D, A. So we have the jumps that we have to worry about, and we have the string crossings and the bowing. We have to think about so much. So please drill this. If you take lessons with me, then do ducky practice. All the ducks need to get to the pond, and get it very, very comfortable in your fingers at all speeds. All right, so we're going to take it with the bow. So start with a good up bow. 1 and 2 and 3. So full bows for those quarter notes. We're not rushing anything right now because we really need to program this in. And we're going to be doing this at 60. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. We're going to come in on that fourth beat. All right, so at the tip of your bow, as we make this faster and faster, you're going to be using smaller and smaller bows, getting toward the center of the bow. The bow is going to reduce this way. Look at the camera instead of my bow, and work in that way instead of just at one end or the other. All right, starting with the up bow. 1, 2, 3. Full bows. Our bow off the string, we don't want to do it too fast so that it's warping the string or making it go wow. We don't want one of those. We want to just lift off with that same amount of speed so that it continues that sound and our violins will keep resonating. There was another point that I was going to make. Let's see if I remember what it is real quick. Bum, 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 bum. No. So if you have any questions, let me know, and keep chugging away at this and taking your time. That's the most important thing of getting these things really incorporated. Oh, I remember what I was going to say of why do I keep talking when I'm playing, and telling you guys what to do, because this is what you should be doing for yourself. I get questioned, well, when do I not have to think as much? When do I not have to practice as much? You should always be thinking about what you're doing. You should always be subdividing. As I'm playing, I'm saying 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'm having all of those things in my head the entire time. I'm looking ahead to where I'm going, and that's what makes us really good musicians. We do a lot of things to help us to prepare our hands, our scales, and our arpeggios so that things are already built in, but we still need to be aware of what's happening. And sometimes you don't have to think, but you're going to be thinking about other things, about playing with other people, staying in time, staying in rhythm, and then you can throw in some awesome slides. So you can always be thinking about something else and making it more advanced for you at your level, but never stop thinking. You should be exhausted after practice mentally. All right, happy practice.